awards.
Awards season. It's that time of the season again. It's award season, and yes, if it sounds like I'm being fake happy right now, I'm not.
Thank you for that clarification, Thurman.
Yes, if it sounds like I'm being fake happy. Oh my god.
So if you're, I know it's been a while. Our channel has undergone a lot of growth since the last time we did this, but we are known, at least these two specifically, are known for just shitting all over both awards, the anime awards and the gaming awards. So it's almost a long-standing tradition on this channel.
Okay, so Game Awards. How can we have so many good games this year and yet have the most biased fucking channel in the fucking world covering this? We have fucking Ninja going to be attending the Game Awards. Point on, this used to be a actually respected fucking award ceremony, and then it turned into this shilling for fucking Twitch donations, and now it's turned into Ninja's fucking playground. I don't get it. Like,
I mean, you gotta remember, like, people say it all started when Jeff was sucking what's his name's dick like 2 awards ago. What's his name?
Kojima?
Kojima, yeah.
You know, Ninja better be careful because apparently he can't be seen with any other woman, right?
Oh yeah. Well, Aisha Tyler's there, so oh shit, we might get some conflict of interest.
He can't play games with another woman, according to his girlfriend or wife or whatever the fuck she is.
His
manager.
His waifu for life here. So
is it wrong that my blue-haired ass still can't stand that egotistical fucking prick?
Yeah, you've told me that everyone thinks you're doing a ninja cosplay, right?
Yes. Everybody's like, oh, look at this ninja wannabe. No, I cannot stand the fucker.
I don't know why, but I don't know much about him, so I can't really say much. But
so
I think we were on topic actually. Anyway, I think that
we're on topic, but off topic.
I think that when it comes to
way too hard there,
right? Because I think the Game Awards is better than what the Anime Awards is, but this is not a Game Award for the Anime Awards, right? So I'm gonna give my thoughts on what we saw on the Game Awards like that. So relatively speaking, the categories that we have are basically simple. I'm not gonna go through a list of them. I'm just I'm pretty sure by now a lot of our viewers know what the categories are and have voted by now.
What I honestly want to dive into first off, Thurman, is this is one hell of a stacked deck for Game of the Year.
Yeah, really, we have God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Monster Hunter World. We have a lot of stuff that I would say.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, bitch.
Yeah. A lot of stuff that I would say kind of earned it. I say I'm not really upset with the nominees I'm not really upset with any of the nominees for
the only one here I haven't played, but I have heard of it, was Celeste. I heard it was a really good game. I just haven't played it yet. But my vote went to Spider-Man. I have not had that much fun in a game in years.
The only game I haven't really played any of the Game of the Year nominees, honestly. Because I've just been me as a gamer. I don't really pick what's popular. I pick what's interesting. I mean, Marvel Spider-Man was never really interested to me. God of War was a fun franchise, but I've never really been enough to buy it. Assassin's Creed the same way. I'm lazy with Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World came out when I was poor. I didn't have a job, so by the time I got a job and all that stuff, I was just like, man. So a lot of the games that have been in the Game of the Year nominees I haven't played because they don't really interest me. Because I'm not the type of person, this game is popular, so I'm going to buy it. But I will say that the nominees for all the categories I'm not unhappy with. I think that each one deserved it. Each one, you guys would probably be like, wait a minute, you haven't played anything?
I might have to fucking disagree on a couple of these, but we'll get to that in a minute.
So overall, I would say that I'm content with it. Honestly, I haven't played most of the games, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, I'm not upset. I can't be mad about it. Honestly, I think that they're obviously going to do what's not really what's making money. The good thing about the Game Awards is, to my knowledge, I feel like it's very about what's deserved. I feel like at least Jeff, to my knowledge, despite what you guys may think of him aside, I think that he's a good award show host because he doesn't really put in he doesn't seem like he's a sellout to me, if that makes sense.
He really isn't. I think this is the year he sells out, though, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I respect the hell out of Jeff Keighley. I really do. Everything he's done for the industry is fucking phenomenal. I followed him way back when Game Trailers TV was a thing on Spike TV, back when it wasn't, what is it now, Paramount Network? Back when Mansers and 1,000 Ways to Die were the top shows on there, and Impact Wrestling was a thing on there. But, like, that was when I first got introduced to Jeff Keighley after G4. Yeah, I respect the fuck out of this man, but I want to dive into one thing. And Red, I sent you a bunch of tweets from him. If you want to edit those up.
There's a million of them, so you're gonna have to tell me which ones specifically.
So Joseph Fares. All right.
Oh, I gotta scroll past the violator dildo that you sent a picture of.
Well, that's not in. These aren't in Brozone. That's in your DMs.
Do you want to explain to the audience why you sent a picture of a violator dildo while I'm finding it?
Because Thurman's in a mood, and we kind of wanted
to fuck him out of a mood whenever he's in one.
So I sent a pair of tits bouncing up and down and the violator dildo. Essentially like a pick your poison.
What are you in the mood for?
Tits are getting ass fucked by a 13-inch black cock.
Bruh, my fucking computer is fucking me right now. I always accidentally click fucking Adobe when I'm trying to open up Discord because they're both kind of purpley blue.
Oh, great.
The reason I bring up Joseph Fares, this is the same dude that was high off his ass, drunk off his ass last year, saying, fuck the Oscars, fuck EA, you're publishing my game, fuck them anyway.
I love that dude. That dude's so chill. I mean, oh, man. I hope
he is a guest of honor, essentially, this year. And he's nominated for a fucking award.
He needs to be. That man is. I heard his game that he made was pretty decent for multiplayer wise.
Multiplayer wise, decent, but like story wise, But anyway, the reason I said this is the year that Jeff sells out is he is inviting a meme on stage to make a meme out of himself again, essentially.
I love him. I love him, bro. He's just so funny. I love people who can be real but perfect. Like he seems the kind of person who's real but knows how to stay professional to some degree. Not like Trump level, right? Like Trump is just gonna say whatever's on his mind and not be a fucking.
Why the hell are we bringing up Trump in a video about the Game Awards?
It's good.
Welcome to Control Chaos.
You never know what you're gonna get. One day we're talking about dicks. The other day we're talking about Trump. Next day we're talking about Trump's toadstool dick.
So, to me, I think that this guy is a good because I'm just gonna get to my main points because I don't want to spend too much time. I want to kind of have time to talk about the Game Awards and the Anime Awards. So I'm just gonna get to my main points that I have about the Game Awards.
I'm cutting this video off if it gets to 40 minutes. It doesn't need to go on in that.
To get like that. So my thing about the Game Awards is it's one of the few awards that I can say that it isn't a sellout award. Like the host legitimately does his research.
It's not like fucking the Golden Joysticks where Fortnite got Game of the fucking Year. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, David, when you're trying to make a point, there's no need to get closer to your microphone. It's a very sensitive microphone. It really just makes you staticky and sound ear rapey. That's better.
It's a thing to where and people might think that because multiple games are nominated from multiple categories, it could be like that. No, this isn't the Oscars. Okay, this is the Anime Awards.
Well, fuck the Oscars, Thurman.
Fuck the Oscars, right? So this one, it's in this particular case, the Game Awards, at least for me, for the past, I believe, 4 or 5 years, I think, or 3 years, because it started in 2014. So I'm sorry, my math is off. I'm in a mood. It's it seems like they do the research and they do based off of games that actually deserve, games that have put in the hard work. Those the games that have the hard work put in, right? So David thinks differently this year. I don't know why, but
what I want to Thurman, just to play off of that, best ongoing game here. We have Destiny 2, Forsaken Wallet. We have Fortnite. We have No Man's Sky. We have Overwatch, and we have Rainbow Six Siege. No Man's Sky was the biggest failure of recent history. So I'm not overly confident in that category itself. And fucking Fortnite is just a microtransaction whore. And Destiny 2 was the biggest disappointments of their fucking fan base.
Okay, but you can't state that, like, just because that one category, David. That's just one.
Wait.
That's a category that is going to piss a lot of people off anyway, because a lot of those games are games that people play years and years and years and years and years. So I mean, frankly speaking, like, you can't really get mad at that specific category, because what other
the
game,
fact that we still have a mobile game category.
Can mobile gaming just die, please?
And the reason I'm bringing this one up in particular is we have 3 games that exist solely off of microtransactions here.
Let me clarify. I don't have, because I've seen the tweets like, if people, it's elitism if you don't like mobile gaming or whatever. I'm like, bruh. Like,
we have Fortnite mobile. We have PUBG
here's my
mobile.
fucking thing with mobile gaming. Okay, it just became a cesspool of microtransactions and trash and blah blah. I loved little things like tower defense games, or like little things to pass the time during class when you're supposed to be listening to the fucking teacher but you don't wanna. I love that shit. But it just became like, I can't get a game anymore without it being full of microtransactions. I just can't find. I'm sure they exist, but it's like, you got mobile games need a Nintendo seal of quality. Like, remember when Nintendo like the game, they saved the gaming market because they had to fucking, no one wanted to buy games. It was all shit. That's what happened to me in mobile games.
And we also have on here Reign Game of Thrones, which is essentially fucking, from what I've seen of it, like fucking that game that Mariah Carey was a fucking spokesperson for.
God.
I forget what the name of it was, like Game of War or some shit like that, where it was just like literal.
Yeah, a game of, it was something. But I mean, mobile gaming, I have to. It's just, it's giving, it's equivalent to like animation, the animation category in Oscars, even though animation is a big part of film and television, in my opinion. But I mean, it's just like appeasing those who are part of that group, right? So I mean, because honestly, we have to be honest. There are some companies that work really hard on the mobile games. It's not easy to make one.
Oh yeah, like fucking Shadowverse, for example. Like, it started essentially as a PC game, from what I understand. The card game that you and I used to play, and then,
by the way,
yeah, I still touch it once in a while, but I don't play it as much as I used to. And it's became this port on the mobile, and the mobile version, I honestly have to say, is much better. But we couldn't make content out of the mobile game without, having either a shitty watermark or shit like that on it. So I actually went out and downloaded the Steam version and used it to fucking stream it. But that's beside the point here. And the fact that Fortnite exists on almost every fucking category. Yes, I'm shitting on fucking Fortnite hardcore because it doesn't deserve every fucking award. And every fanboy is going to vote for this shit because their overlord and savior Ninja is up here.
God. So, I can't. Please don't be that guy, okay? Just vote for the games that you think deserve the win. Don't vote just for an ulterior motive. Don't vote for an agenda. Vote because you think that said game should win set category. I think that's the biggest thing that people don't understand about award ceremonies is they're not there to vote for your, I guess you could say vote for your favorite. That's fine, but vote for what you honestly believe. Because believe it or not, award shows are opinions, despite what people may believe. Because the ones that allow fans to vote. those are opinions. Those are opinions given, the opportunity of opinion given by the host, Jeff, here. So essentially what it is still opinionated, but don't be, I wouldn't say biased, but don't be, don't be
a cunt.
Yeah, don't be that guy or girl that'd be like, oh, I'm not going to vote for this person because blah, 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 or I'm not going to vote for this game because I have a thing against Marvel, or fuck God of War, Devil May Cry is better, I'm not going to vote for God of War, It's just vote for whatever category for every game or whatever you think deserves to win in that category. That's the same thing I did. I think this Game Awards has a pretty sweet lineup of categories.
I've got an honest question for you, Thurman, though. Do you think the esports and esports teams have a place in the Game Awards? Or do you think they should be their own awards ceremony?
I think for now, because esports is getting big, but it's not as big enough to have its own award ceremony, to me at least. I don't follow it as much as I should, sadly. Please feel free to let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or not, but I don't fully know if it's big enough to have like its own award ceremony. But I think it's good to recognize, because it's a legitimate sport now. It's a legitimate thing, and I feel like teams should be recognized for their type of achievements and players. So I definitely believe that it definitely belongs somewhere in the Game Awards. I think a lot of the categories really do belong. What I'm surprised is that there's no most anticipated game or what category this year. I think
I'll get to that in a minute. I honestly have a controversial opinion here. I don't think esports will ever be big enough to have their own award ceremony. I think they'll actually always have a place like at the Game Awards, because each individual esports event has their own award ceremony for, like, this was the most clutch play, or this was the fucking, this is who got the big check and shit like that. We have that at each one of these events, really. So I don't see why we have to differentiate these. But I've seen a lot of people complain that, like, they don't belong here. They have their own things. They have, the Overwatch League, has their own award ceremony, and the League of Legends shit has their own ceremony. Fuck you. Okay? They're part of gaming. And I really, really, really don't think they'll ever be big enough to have, like, this was the best esports event of all time this year, Here's, fucking Dota 2 World Championships 2025 here at the fucking grand stage of them all, because Valve will never make a Dota 3 because they're afraid of the number 3.
Valve never make a Dota 3 because they're too busy giving Dota 2 such shitty updates.
And bias against Dota aside, I honestly despise fucking MOBAs. Feel free to violate me in the comments for hating MOBAs. But I really, really, really don't think that these events will be big enough to ever have their own ceremony. So I think they'll always have their place here as long as this event exists.
I think that's fine. I mean, it's just as important as any other category, I feel like. I think that when it all comes down to it, this is probably my final say on the subject here. I think overall that every category that we have so far definitely deserves it to be in. Best indie game, best mobile game, best esports, best interactive gamer. I think each one category deserves to be in it, and I think a lot of research was put into that. So I already voted. David said he already voted. The award for all the fans out there who probably don't know because dates fucking suck. Tell me about it. The award will be on December 6th. To my knowledge, I don't know what site it will be streaming on. You probably go on YouTube, obviously, Twitch. I believe PS4 and Xbox will have to do their usual. Oh, you have this. If you follow Game Awards on this streaming site, you will get free blah 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 whatever. But so check it out. Any final thoughts on the Game Awards, David?
Okay, so there's been a lot of teases for potential announcements here, and that's why I think there's no real anticipated game this year. What I also sent read was the Russo brothers are announced as guests. And I honestly have been following why are Marvel directors here? I think they're there to announce Square Enix's Avengers game.
Haven't you seen all of those fucking gifs of Thanos doing the Fortnite dances?
Or we can finally get Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Bruh, Thanos.
We got Infinite. We'll never get another one, man.
Okay.
Never get another one.
No one wants to talk about Thanos doing the Fortnite dances.
No, I do not.
Flossing Thanos.
Well, actually,
your fucking face off.
Cannibalism. Actually, David, there's rumors that Marvel vs. Capcom 4 could be an expansion of Marvel Infinite, as long as Disney keeps their paws away from it.
Wait, potentially stupid question. Could Marvel be in Kingdom Hearts?
Technically, yes.
Bruh.
It is a Disney property.
Bruh! Think about
Hero
it.
6 is technically a fucking Marvel
Can
property
we just
too.
think about this for a second, okay? Fucking Mickey, Roxas, or whatever the fuck. What's the main character's name? Is it Roxas?
Sora, you
Who's
fucking
Roxas?
heathen. Nah, let's not get into that shit.
Was this Roxas's rival, or was he a main MC from another? See, fucking Kingdom Hearts, man. I'm impressed. I didn't even know you knew Kingdom Hearts like that.
David?
Let's not dive into fucking Heartlesses and fucking all this
Heartless
shit.
Eye, thank you.
Let's be real
dive
here.
into the nobodies and Organization 13
Iron
bullshit.
Man fucking just beating the fuck out of Mickey Mouse? Come on.
No. He'd be a good guy. He'd probably be a summon. What we would have would be fucking Sora yeeting fucking Thanos with a fucking Keyblade.
Is Sephiroth still the main villain? Or did they beat him fully?
I don't even think he was the main villain. I think he was just a side boss, wasn't he?
He was a secret boss essentially.
Oh, really?
But what I really want to
There's a lot of reallys.
remind people here is Big Hero 6 is technically a Marvel property.
I'm just
So-
saying, maybe that'd be a huge announcement if the Russo brothers fucking walked on stage. They were like, Marvel shit's in fucking Kingdom Hearts. Like, everyone would
Or
jizz their pants.
Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Marvel vs.
No,
Capcom.
it'll never
I don't
happen.
want any of this. I
Marvel's in Smash Brothers!
Pre-order now and get the puffy piranha plant penis Thanos.
Bruh. Alright.
You know what's great? I need it because now that Disney has owned Fox, they have all their rights to their mutants again.
No, they don't.
They
have
don't
them all.
still. Oof.
They don't have Namor. They don't have fucking Spider-Man fully. They don't have
Sony's
fucking
holding
Ghost
on to
Rider.
Spider-Man.
They don't have Ghost Rider. They don't have
They
fucking.
have the X-Men, and that's one of the main reasons why
I
people
don't think they have Blade still.
Well, I mean, they have the most important people, the X-Men. They have mutants, because the biggest thing that people didn't like about Infinite was no mutants, and that's
But we had Inhumans.
yeah, but Inhumans, you're really gonna argue that Inhumans are more popular? Are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm not.
Thurman, I got it. Marvel characters in Jump Force.
What I want is this fucking goddamn motherfucking cocksucking Square Enix game. that
Okay,
I've been
David.
for 2
Chill on the
years.
adjectives.
The Edge.
It's been 2 years.
Wait, though, like, you know what would be? I that needs to be a thing though. Like, how long until we get you talking Marvel versus Capcom? I want my American comics versus manga fighting game.
Yeah, you know how many rights. I mean,
God,
could
that'd be
do
a
it.
nightmare.
Marvel could do it, but I mean, it's all to
Marvel technically could do it right now
We
because
need-
they
okay,
had their own manga
who's
line.
like the highest authority in Marvel right now?
I mean, because Marvel doesn't really make games. It's they have other
Like,
side.
who would someone go to if they wanted to like buy all of Marvel's right, like, or like get the rights to use a Marvel character?
Well,
Disney.
not Stan Lee.
Well, I wasn't gonna mention it, David. Too fucking soon. I was
He
dancing
hasn't been
around
the-
that one.
He hasn't technically been in charge of the rights of it for years, though. It's not like it's a too soon thing. It's like that's
Yeah,
a obvious
yeah.
comic.
Well, either way, though, can you imagine the hypothetical meeting of the president of Shueisha and the president, whoever? I think Shueisha.
No, we don't want Shueisha. We want Kodansha.
all. Just, no, you know what? No. DC and Marvel's president and Kodansha and Shueisha's president. They walk into a room and the fucking earth implodes from the sheer epicness of the crossover.
Yo, that'd be
Oh, yeah.
great. That'd be awesome. But I mean, like, bro.
It won't happen. This is just me dreaming. All right, anyway,
This
back
is
on
a
top.
pipe
I'll
dream.
let you guys get back on topic, and I'll go back in the corner and start masturbating.
Well, actually, we're on topic. So now let's.
Can we not masturbate during the video, please?
I'll
let's
mute it.
let's shift to the anime awards here.
There's one other guest I want to talk about, and this one has me confused. The Duffer Brothers, the creators of Stranger Things.
Ooh.
The Game Awards, really?
Yeah. There was at one time a Telltale Stranger Things game
Oh no.
in creation.
Oh no.
So I wonder
Telltale's dead.
I wonder if they're actually announcing what was being created has shifted to another studio.
Nah, I'm good.
Or if they're actually doing another type of game now that they're like, well, fuck, Telltale died.
11
What?
for Smash Brothers.
Can you lay off me with Smash Brothers? It's only 4
no.
days away.
Everyone, the Trash Man, still hasn't been confirmed. The Trash Man.
Trash me.
That
Oh my god, that's funny. So
You don't even get the reference.
is weird though. Like that, the Stranger Things people are there. Now, does in past years have the guests meant something? Like when they show up, does
Yeah.
that mean something?
yeah,
The big one last time was Kojima.
Hmm.
And that's when we got, a big trailer dump for fucking Stranger Things. I mean dump in the literal sense, because what the fuck is that game still?
Dumb.
So essentially what it is, guests usually are means of either guests, either musical guests, or guests usually mean that there's a game that are specifically meant towards them, right? Like, so the Russo brothers are there, so it's going to be something Marvel related, most likely. And
Specifically Avengers related, because they've been in charge of the Avengers part of the franchise.
if it's a guest, then most likely it's about
I was making a rap off of your stutter.
yes. So with that being said, anything else, David?
No, the only other guest that's there is Christoph Waltz, but that's no big deal. It's probably he's voicing somebody in the game. Aisha Tyler's probably a host or co-host because she whores herself out to everything. Every time I see her, I just think Lana Kane from Archer.
All right,
That is
David,
her person to me.
I have a radical idea. How about because I think that's a great endpoint for this video. How about we make one video for the Game Awards, and then we have a separate video for the Anime Awards when we actually have some information on it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, I like it. Final thoughts on the Game Awards, guys.
honestly, I really, really hope that we get the Marvel Square Enix project obviously announced. I'm curious why the Duffer Brothers are there. If it's related to a game, I really, really hope that it's not point and click. I hope it's
TV
like
show
an
games
exploration.
Are never good.
I mean, I could raise you a TV Inspire game that was fucking phenomenal that a lot of people slept on.
Well, I know DuckTales for the Super Nintendo. People always talk about.
No, I'm talking about Alan Wake.
Oh.
I think my biggest hope is that one of the two things I'm looking forward to is that since Game Awards here, I hope we get some more Jump Force announcements. I hope
Hell yeah! Oh.
I don't think we're going to get any more Jump Force announcements from this kind of event. I think what we're going to actually get it from is the fucking anime-related events right now. Probably,
maybe
if we get a Promised Neverland character, I bet it will be announced during the premiere
That's
of the
not
first
gonna
episode.
happen. Like, you can't put Promised Neverland into a fucking fighting game.
I mean, they are kids with guns.
Yeah, it would just be a singular kid with a gun, and then just make it a fucking assist.
Wait. In what sense does Yugi fucking Moto make sense in this game?
Because he can summon shit,
Other than he holographically summons shit.
bruh. Wait a minute. How about? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. All right, Ray is gonna be an assist, and he's gonna pop out and burn himself alive all over the opponent.
Wait. Emma's going to be an assist, and she's going to yeet the fucking axe at somebody.
Oh, the Hitman yeet. I missed that, Emma.
I miss the Emma with character.
Emma, why are we? Stop it! We can't turn this into a Promised Neverland rap.
It's crazy too because I mean we haven't seen the assist system yet in the game, so
Does it even exist? Do we have one?
Not yet. Well, they claimed that Light was going to be in this.
Oh no, they said he was going to be like a story character.
So what I'm assuming is if we don't see some certain characters, what I'm assuming is some characters from manga now are going to be cameos or references.
I would love that, bro.
Like,
okay, yeah, we can't. This is just gonna turn into Jump Force hype, but yeah.
We might see Emma in references. We might see, maybe if My Hero Academia or Black Clover doesn't make it
Here's
in.
what we'll do, Thurman. We're gonna have a separate video talking about theories and stuff on Jump, like our final theories on Jump Force, since it's been a couple months. But yeah, for now we'll end this video on the Game Awards. David, I'll let you sign off on this one.
So point is, final thoughts here. I'm happy Game Awards, December 6th. Check it out. I'll be there.
You'll be there in person.
Be there, but I'll be watching.
Thurman will be there if you want to meet him. Look for the stupidest looking fucker in the room.
Anything on a hoodie.
Yeah, he'll be in a Gintama hoodie, and he'll probably be really cringy. He'll probably, I couldn't think of a joke fast enough. David, you take it away.
What I would love to see, if Aisha Tyler's not a fucking co-host, I want to see
Holy
an Archer
shit!
game.
Live during the recording, fucking George Bush's dad fucking just died.
Oof.
George H.W. Bush, 41st president of the United States, died at 94. I'm sorry, that was just really weirdly timed. We're in the middle of this fucking video. That's crazy. I thought it was actual, like George Bush that I knew from, Iraq War George Bush, but no, this is his dad. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
So you know when we recorded this.
That dated this video.
That's okay. I think that makes it real. And holy shit.
But like, an Archer game would be fucking phenomenal, since we're in I think the final season of it as well. And they've always talked about like branching out into other medias like movies, games, and other shit like that. They had a mobile game, but it wasn't that good. So right. I would love to see like almost like an LA Noire style fucking Archer game.
Huh.
So yeah, that would be an interesting way to tie this off, wrapped up in a nice little bow. We'll be streaming or recording a video after the actual award ceremony, so that'll be
because our streams don't tend to get as many views as like an actual video would. I think more people will see it that way.
Well, we have the fan base now, so you never know.
Bro, I will slap you with my small white dick.
Okay.
You already are everyone else out there.
Well, I gotta like. If you're thinking 3 inches, then you're thinking correct. That's from a fucking video, by the way, to clarify.
No. That is canon now. Your dick is 3 inches.
Even no. It's a good 5.5.
It's a good 5.5.
I'll take 5.5. I'm happy with that. See, if I lose some more weight, maybe some more will just seep out of my fat. Like a snail.
Oh, that is a perfect end to this video. Peace!